Hi guys, welcome back. For those of you who are new to this channel, welcome to I Am Destiny Calling Tarot. And Scorpio, welcome to your weekly reading. This reading is going to cover the time frame of March 22nd through March 28th. Also, before we get started, I wanted to make a quick announcement, guys. We have a winner for the free personal read contest. Wendy Jackson, you are the winner. Congratulations. If you are still interested in the free personal reading, send me an email at iamdestinycallingtarot@gmail.com and we'll get set up to get that started. All right, guys, so this is a collective, general collective Scorpio read. So where it's so general, if you're noticing specific messages not resonating with you, it simply means those particular messages weren't meant for you, and that's okay. Don't try to force it. Dates as well really are just general guidelines here in the reading. Keep that in mind. So we're going to get centered here in the energies. Let's take a deep breath, guys. We're going to release any toxic energies that may have been around. I just finished with passing along the sage to clear the energies here around my area and all the cards. Let's take another deep breath, guys. And that's going to allow us to bring in all of the positive energies. Hope everyone is doing well. Not really looking to put too much energy into it, but with the energies, definitely, all signs right now. Everybody's experiencing a little bit of, just scattered energies here with the virus. So that's definitely something that has to be taken into account. Like I said, I don't really want to put energy into it. But that's definitely on people's mind. So we're going to try to dig a little bit deeper and go beyond that. Go beyond the surface. Way beyond the surface for you, Scorpio. All right. All right, so I think I'm going to add an additional card. I'm going to add a blessings card. I figure a blessing, an added blessing at this time couldn't hurt, right? And of course, we're going to add our inspirational message here to end our reading. Spirit, please provide messages for Scorpio. What messages would you like to have come forward for Scorpio? And this is to cover the time frame of March 22nd through March 28th, 2020. Spirit, what messages would you like to have come forward for the Scorpio collective? messages, Spirit, can you provide for the Scorpio collective? And this is to cover the time frame of March 22nd through March 28th, 2020. Okay, these are definitely your cards. All right, so we're going to leave this one out until the end. We'll save the blessing until the end as well. We're going to take a look at the Oracle Energy card. This is going to provide us with energies for the entire reading today. All right, so it says a fiery climax approaches. So I don't normally use this specific deck, so I think I'm going to read directly from the book on this one, guys. Sometimes I just feel like I have to because there's messages that will be missed. And I don't read from the book very often, but this is for some reason calling to me to do so. Full moon in Aries is what it says at the bottom. That usually means a new full moon usually is symbolic of a new beginning. New moon in Aries. All right, it says, no, that can't be right. That cannot be right. Okay. So it says, it's time to see if you've been a little too much me. There's a tug of war going on between what you want and what someone else wants. But you'll have to wait a little while to see what's going on to happen next. As you wait, ask yourself if you've been handling the situation as sensitively as you could have done. If you know deep down that you've been a little rash or harsh, gone too fast, or overstepped the mark, then accept that on some level you've created this situation yourself, which means you can create your way out of it too. When this card comes up, a peak is coming and it could be fiery. So overall, the book says, guys, be nice, be kind, smile, and be polite as you navigate to where you want to be. It says being assertive is good. Just don't ride over anyone anymore. If you're in a tense situation, meditate your way to peace, because at the end of the day, your vibration is what's going to really bring about your own reality. And I'm really sorry, guys, but the book says don't be a baby. Pretty harsh stuff here today in the reading. It says sorry, but this could actually be the issue. Yeah, so some of you also maybe need to have some more fun in your life. So it does say in the book as well, a fiery climax approaches. It does say that when emotions can run very high is when this card may appear. On the upside, however, guys, it does say that there is excitement about what may lie ahead. But the thing is, tempers are likely to flare with some rash comments or rash decisions. No matter when you pull this card, it signals that the situation has just or is about to come to a peak, perhaps in a rather heated way. There could be a price to pay if you've been too competitive or too blunt. So overall, this is kind of a tricky energy to be in during this time when, you know, the energy in the environment pretty much all around lately has just been tense. It has, with the virus, and it's all over the news, and some people focus on it more than others, but just in general, that's what's going around, and where the energies are at. So to have this also happening at the same time, I'm feeling that you are, yes, emotions are running high. I do sense that you are more angry at this time. Um, so the anger or frustrations definitely are building up in you. So let's go ahead and move on to your cards. Wow, you must be just emotionally exhausted at this point. Not fantastic, that's for sure. Okay, let's take a look and see what we have here. We have, the first card is success. So in a traditional tarot deck, this is Six of Wands. Six of, yeah, Six of Wands. Yeah, that took me a few minutes, sorry. So it's a success card. So this can be symbolic, guys, of good news being on its way to you, and maybe your energies haven't really allowed you to see that. Yeah, so this is all about some form of a truce. This is all about maybe some form of negotiation that needs to take place even. This is all about open-mindedness here, and communication at this time can be rather favorable. And I do very much sense that there's two sides to every situation. Unless you're in conflict with yourself, you're in conflict with another person. There's always going to be two different perceptions of a situation, and that's going to be really important to communicate through. But a resolution is very much needed for your own sake, for your own sanity, whether it be on a mental health level, whether it be on just your physical being itself, is going to need to have some form of a resolution so that it's not continually circulating negative resentment energies within your body. You want to make sure that at this time you're in the highest vibration possible, and keep your immune system at the highest peak point possible. But this success card really is reminding you right off the bat that this success can be yours. I'm very much sensing it's really all about attitude, and this is a really odd reading, but I'm just going to go with it. Next card says isolation. And it would be Three of Swords in a traditional tarot deck. Some of you are feeling some form of just downright deep sadness in your energy. And as much as people probably don't like hearing this in these particular situations, the messages are coming through, so don't shoot the messenger. It's really portraying that regardless of whatever... That's my daughter. She's a toddler. She has had a hard time in the last few weeks with the time change. Her sleep schedule has been very, very, very messed up, so she's extra tired throughout the day and a little bit cranky. But she's with her father right now, and he's a really great dad, and he's definitely going to take care of the crying little girl outside my door. So everything's just fine, I can promise you that. Maybe that's symbolic of, I think I read with this energy in the book that your your energy is symbolic of being a baby. And I'm so sorry, guys. I'm not that type of person that likes to do these types of reads. I'm normally a very optimistic, positive person, but it's coming out in the cards, so it's coming out quite clearly. I'm going with it. Don't shoot the messenger, okay? Yeah, so every experience offers lessons that come along with it. So at the end of the day, at the very least, you should be grateful for the lessons, because you can move forward knowing that that is something that you, wisdom that you're going to have to take with you under your belt, right? Some of you do have the need to take some time to heal. This is on an emotional level for sure. Yeah, for sure. Some healing. Next card, it says, "We are the world." And this would be the Ten of Pentacles in a traditional deck. So this is all about you, like, again, your first card out was success. So this is all about you. You are going to be moving towards this energy, and it's going to be fantastic because you're going to ground your emotions. Everything really can start coming together. This is an indication of that. This is probably one of the most positive of the tarot cards that could come out in your reading. And I'm not just saying that. This is going to be a very low drama period for you. This card does really symbolize health and well-being. So that's a really, especially at this time, a really great thing to look forward to. And I also see down here you have the healing card. So the energies are going to definitely be in your favor. So make sure that you're not missing the opportunity to take advantage of these energies coming your way. Next card, it says sharing. This would be the Queen of Wands in a traditional tarot. This is really all about experiencing and knowing that you're at a point where you definitely are fully aware at this point that the physical world, of everything around you at this point, really feels quite empty to you, without some form of a heart connection. So some of you could definitely be experiencing a lot of emotions around a lack of a heart connection. This is also about, you need to release your feelings about the lack of feeling worthy. Someone specifically needs this message. Release those feelings of feeling unworthy. It's likely some past programming through no fault of your own that was fed to you. It could have been during your upbringing. Likely it was somewhere in the first 7 years of life, that you were programmed or conditioned in some way to believe and maintain this belief from childhood. So your inner child carries this belief throughout your life, and until you look to go inward and heal your inner child, you may continually be on a hamster wheel with this emotion and belief system. But you don't have to be. That's the thing. At this time, you can definitely focus on creativity, things, projects that you look to for a passion or something to really focus your energies outward in a positive way. Spirituality for some of you could become a really big focus. And inspiration. You might be looking for new thinkers, inspiring individuals who are really bringing forward new information, because what you're looking to do here is you're really looking to change some of your beliefs that are no longer serving you. So maybe kind of looking towards some new form of inspiration, which is fantastic. This is an exhaustion card. I'm not surprised at all. Nine of Wands here. So this is telling me a few things. It could be very much on all levels, especially the exhaustion. It could be, for some people, it could be simply on an emotional level, just being emotionally drained. So this card is really, really speaking to me in your reading with the message, don't give up. Don't give up whatever it is that you've already created. Have courage and believe in yourself. Again, it's a belief system. It's a belief system that you've been fed to think that you are not worthy of a certain whatever in your life. Keep in mind, that is absolutely no fault of your own whatsoever. It's just one of those things that was determined for you. And now that, I'm assuming if you're watching this, you're not a child, that you're an adult, it's a responsibility to kind of reprogram that, and that's not an easy thing to do. So it's really time at this point for a lot of you to not focus on fear, to not focus on, especially focus on not projecting that fear outward onto others. Really sit with it and experience it on your own level with yourself. And this is going to be the first step in your process to kind of, allow yourself to gradually release that belief. I'm hearing it's time to change your fiery or feisty side. And look at this. It's word for word. It's a fiery climax approaches. So it's going to be a very interesting time for you, in the sense that the next card up is the Tower moment, right? Some people might have some broken pride. This is a reminder that if you're willing to start anything at this time, you're probably going to want to be reminded that if it's even worth starting at this point, make sure you're doing it, you're building your new start on a solid foundation. Otherwise, what would be the point? Because it would all come crumbling down, right? I do very much sense as well, really by having experienced whatever it is specific to you that brought you to this tower moment, it's really allowing you on many different levels to be able to, and this is where you're going to be headed in the near future. You may not be there yet, and that's okay. It's really going to allow you to be able to take on challenges in the future. And it's really going to bring you a much brighter outcome, if that makes sense. But the great thing too is I feel here deeply with this tower moment in your reading that you can, I believe you can sense it if you allow yourself to still your mind and what meditate or whatever it is for you, really to still your mind and to go within and listen. You're really going to be able to sense that the worst is behind you at this point. So yeah, once this tower moment comes about, it could be so many different things. It depends on how you go. It's all about your reaction, right? The reaction is what is going to determine your future, how things play out for you. Next card is the healing card. So the healing card is immediately after the tower card. So that's amazing. That does, again, provide you with energies immediately following your tower moment to focus on improving, whether it be your emotional stability, whether it be your physical body that needs healing, or it could be your mind. Spiritually, you may need to go through, you may have spiritually felt spiritually attacked in some way, and that can be a very real thing for you. So on all different levels, you very much could need to do some healing. There could be some past childhood issues that are coming up to the surface, and that could definitely require some healing as well. All right, next card. This card, I love that this came out here immediately following the healing card. This is going to be all about compassion. This is going to be about generosity and some tender-hearted individual who's just, I'm hearing a healer of some kind. So you'd likely have some, and it's a feminine energy. It doesn't have to be a feminine, but it is a feminine energy, okay? So you're likely going to have some feminine energy in your life, in your circumstances, who's going to bring about this compassion that's needed towards you to, assist you and support with healing that needs to take place. Things could be very much coming up for you. For a lot of you, I feel it could be dreams that are coming up for you from a subconscious level, or just a really deep soul level. I'm sensing that at this point, guys, this is really a big turnaround for you because you are going to be connected with your emotions at this point, because you're nearing towards a healing energy. So you're going to be still connected with your emotions, but you're not going to be overwhelmed by them. So those feelings of anger or resentment or whatever it may be are not going to be affecting you at this point as drastically as they have in the past. You might be dealing with someone as well who's quite empathic, so they can sense that energy. This is a really great opportunity for some, depending on your situation as well. Relationships at this point can really develop to a new level. And that's, I believe, personally, I do believe that's where this fiery climax instance can come into play. And I think that in itself is beautiful. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and check out your blessing. Your blessing says kindness. So, guys, I'm very much sensing this is be kind to yourself. Self-love, self-care, self-healing. It says, my heart is a deep lake of loving kindness. I do sense that for you, Scorpio. I count myself fortunate to hold tenderness within my soul. That's just beautiful. I forgive myself, my fears, my frailties and failures. I am compassionate towards myself in times of turbulence and change. This is your blessing. This is absolutely your blessing. And I truly do feel deeply, on a very deep level here, that the worst is behind you, and you can kind of use that as a crutch to kind of move forward, knowing that, you know, you may have been wounded in some way, and you may be hobbling along on that crutch, right? But you are on your way towards healing, and you just need to have a little patience with yourself. All right, so that is the end of your reading for this week, guys. So we're going to take a look here at the inspirational message. It says, when I'm tuned into the energy of abundance, I become abundant. All about where our energies are at, where our energies lie. If you want to feel the energies of, if you want to feel healthy, if you want to feel vitality, align yourself with the feeling, which will bring upon the energy. So the emotions and the feeling are what's going to bring about your reality. And I think this is just an incredibly transformative opportunity for a lot of people here. I really do sense that there's a lot of shifts going on for people during this time. I do feel that it is 100% at this point all up to you to decide and determine where it is that you're going to move towards in the future. It's one of those things where you can get all of the support in the world, but at the end of the day, nobody can do this healing for you, right? It's something that you can only do for yourself. And that's going to take an awful lot of courage. But like I said, the energies are lining up here for you. So if you kind of go with the energies, you are supported in that way for sure. All right, guys, that's the end of the read for this week. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for all of the lovely comments, guys. I really appreciate it. I love reading each and every one of them. I want to thank each and every single one of you who take the time out to watch these videos. From the bottom of my heart, I really, truly do appreciate that. So, put out some good juju at this time, positive vibes. Go ahead, click on like if you feel, you want to put out some good vibes into the universe. But also, if you haven't subscribed yet as well and you want to come back from week to week, we'd love to have this community continue to grow. It's a place where everyone is welcome as long as we respect each other. understanding everyone has, the right to their own opinions. Also, it's a great place for others to inspire and uplift individuals within the community. So I feel it's a great place to be. So if you're interested in that, go ahead, click on subscribe, and we'll see you next time.